Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. It's going to be the craziest next 2 years you've ever seen in America. Between now and the November 24 presidential election, it is going to be bananas. My prediction, the two candidates running in 24 will be The Rock versus Lady Gaga or some crazy shit. It's my guess also this might be our last presidential election for the 50 United States. I just don't see America withstanding another round of this insanity. So the dust is kind of settled from the midterms, right? Looks like the Democrats even picked up a seat in the House. I'm sorry, in the Senate, but they lost control of the House, which is exactly what the Democrats love. It's great for them because now they don't have to do anything. And Trump running for president is the greatest gift the Democrats could ever get, because now they don't have to run any sort of candidates with policies and platforms that'll make the American voters' life better. All they have to do is go, Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump's bad. Trump's coming again. They're already sending out the emails. Oh, Trump, Trump. And they have a little bit of a victory to stand on in the sense that there wasn't this red wave. That there was talk to, this red wave and the Democrats were going to lose the House and the Senate. And what happened was the Trump-backed candidates didn't really do that well. And the reason they didn't do that well was because of independent voters, which shows you how important independent voters are. But where Republicans ran like regular Republicans, not crazy conspiracy Trump, January 6th, stop the steal, QAnon, those wingnuts, independents rejected those people. Just regular Republicans, just running as conservative Republicans, they crush the Democrats because the Democrats have nothing they don't have any policies to beat them. And they can't just go, the Republicans are bad, you can't vote. So it's interesting. And independents, people who identify as independent, no party affiliation, occupy about 60% of the electorate in this country, which is very significant. So the independent is going to have a big say in how 2024 shapes out. Now, will the Democrats learn from this? Of course not. They didn't learn from 2016. They didn't learn from 2020. They're not going to learn from this. So we're seeing the same old stuff now. Like Trump announcing was a gift to the Democrats. And here's why. Okay, so now look at this. Nancy Pelosi just said she's stepping down. Takes a sly dig at Trump in her farewell speech as speaker. So she's already starting to like, oh, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. She said it was an honor to serve under 3 presidents. Well, she served under 4, so she's obviously not recognizing Trump, right? She said it was great to serve under George Bush, Obama, and Biden. And, Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked. That's awful. It's also one way to stop insider trading. And, I saw some people on social media like, oh, thank you, Pelosi, for your years of service. Yes, thank you on your bipartisan support of war. Thank you on your Wall Street bailouts. Thank you on deliberately blocking Medicare for all. Thank you for all that. But this is the thing, again, this is why Trump is so critical to the Democrats, because it feeds into their theatrics. Everyone's talking about that State of the Union address where she ripped up his speech or whatever. Nobody ever talks about this event that happened in the same State of the Union speech. Remember when America just put in a CIA puppet, Juan Guaido, because they don't like the fact that Maduro, like his predecessor Chavez in Venezuela, which has the #1 oil reserves in the world, they don't want to play ball with American oil companies? Remember this?
We are supporting the hopes of Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to restore democracy. The United States is leading a 59-nation diplomatic coalition against the socialist dictator of Venezuela.
Real quick, 59 coalition. There's some 100-some countries that didn't recognize Juan Guaido. Right? And just so we're clear, about 4 or 5 months ago, when Putin was like shutting off oil and American oil prices were going up, all of a sudden Biden called Maduro and was like, "Yep, you're the rightful president," even though 2 years ago they started saying, no, maybe 3 years ago, no, Maduro's not the real president anymore. America just said, here's the new president, Juan Guaido.
Nicolas Maduro.
Pelosi clapping.
Maduro is an illegitimate ruler, a tyrant who brutalizes his people. But Maduro's grip on tyranny will be smashed and broken. Here this evening is a very brave man who carries with him the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of all Venezuelans. Joining us in the gallery is the true and legitimate president of Venezuela, Juan Guaido. Mr. President,
Pelosi stands with Trump.
This message back to you.
Pelosi stands with Trump. The true legitimate leader, Pelosi, stands with Trump. They all clap. Democrats, Republicans are all clapping for this guy. That a lot of Venezuelans are like, who's this guy? And are there Venezuelans who don't like Maduro? Of course. But who are we as America to say who's the legitimate leader? And it's because Maduro won't give up the oil, just like Chavez. And the American arrogance of like, how dare these countries build nations above American oil? I'm showing you this to highlight the theatrics. So this red, blue, Trump, Pelosi, whatever, it keeps Americans nice and distracted from this. So many Democrats voted for increasing Trump's war budget. Elizabeth Warren being one of them. Pelosi voted for it because that's that feeds the ruling elite's war machine, right? When countries don't play ball with the United States, we put in puppet leaders. The CIA has been doing this since its inception in 1947. We did this with Mossadegh in 1953 in Iran. We've done this all throughout Central and South America. So this is nothing new. So I want to show you Pelosi standing and clapping with Trump in the most absurd, ridiculous, theatrical thing. And again, bear in mind, in the spring of this year, after the Russia invasion, Biden calls Maduro, not this guy, and says, hey, man, can we get some oil? Can you help us out? You're the rightful leader. All of a sudden, we just acknowledged. Oh, it's a clown car. Oh, what a freedom fighter. Look at her. Standing, clapping. Look at these simps. Look at these suckers.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great honor. Thank you very much. Please take this message back that all Americans are united with the Venezuelan people in their righteous struggle for freedom.
Yes. The American people, I tell the Venezuelan people, I stand with your righteous struggle for freedom against the American empire that keeps intervening with your country because we want your oil and think you don't have a right to your own natural resources.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Oh. This is literally like professional wrestling. Look at Pelosi stands again. Her and Pence all standing for Trump and Juan Guaido. The fake puppet that we tried to implement, who's not in power. The Venezuelan people were like, no, who's this guy? Oh. So that's the theatrics. And that's to show you that Pelosi's speech to step down is helping stir up the, oh, Trump's bad. We're all going to start getting emails. Have you already gotten emails yet saying with Donald Trump announcing it's our freedoms are threatened more than ever? Please donate to the DNC. That's what you get when you support Democratic candidates. Nancy Pelosi standing with Trump to illegally oust a democratically elected leader. You can not like Maduro, you can like him, whatever, but why does America get to say, oh, he's illegitimate? Could you imagine if China did this with us? Just said Trump's not the real leader, Biden's not the real leader. We'd be like, what? So it's all big theatrics because once again, there's no fight on the Senate floor over this funding to Ukraine, the war machine, $120 billion. No battle, no debate, no nothing. Just boom, write the check. Whatever we need a new check. Here's a new check. Just keep sending $120 billion we've already sent over there. Hemming and hawing over maybe $10,000 in student debt forgiveness. Maybe 10 grand. Maybe. Most people with student debt have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. 10 grand is like nothing. We could just say, you don't have to pay this back anymore, which would stimulate the American economy. And then follow it with free college, like 39 other countries have. But you can't do that when you keep propagandizing Americans into this ridiculous professional wrestling. It's just a sports team. Pick a team. You red state, you blue state, you Trump, you Pelosi. Which team are you? What team are you? Pick a team. There's a lot of money in that. The NFL doesn't really care who wins the Super Bowl. They just care that 100-some million people watch it. That's all they care about. And they want you glued to your TV for the next 2 years. Oh, the candidates are going to start announcing the primaries, all the ad time that's spent. Billions of dollars will be spent on ad money in the next 2 years. This president, that, the debates, oh, they get great ratings for the debates. It's all a show, everybody. It's like March Madness, but for a year and a half. I'm glad Pelosi's gone. You know, she's corrupt. She's worth over $100 million. You can only get that through insider. Like, she's done insider trading. It's so obvious. Her and her husband buy some stock, and then, oh, this bill comes up that makes the stock go up. Weird. What a wacky coincidence. I'm not glad a guy tried to kill her husband with it. I mean, that young person is, whoever did that is not mentally well, and that's awful. But the Pelosi's are very, very corrupt. As are the Trumps, as are the Bidens, as are the Clintons, as are the Obamas. They're all corrupt. So thanks for watching, everybody. Support what we do. We've still been demonetized. Subscribe to my channel, to this one. Also subscribe to Graham Elwood Clips. I'm just putting short clips of my content, short clips of government secrets, and clips of my stand-up on there. Graham Elwood Clips. Please subscribe to that, in addition to subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much. Follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth, and shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood, and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.